Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to add some more customizable option in the image banner section that we created in the last video. Instead of using image tag, we are going to use a div with the background image. So this approach allows us to adjust the size of the section more flexibly, making it easier to create dynamic and responsive design. So let's get started. So here we are using image tag to display an image, and traditionally we might use this image tag to display an image. However, by using a div with a background image, we gain a greater control over how the image is displayed, particularly when it comes to adjusting the size and the positioning. So this is especially helpful for banners where you might want the image to cover the entire section or have a specific aspect ratio. So what we are going to do is we are going to add some options here where user can adjust the height of the banner. So let's add these options here. Okay, so let's start by giving this type. So I'm going to use select. So select is actually the drop down that we use in HTML. It's very much similar to that, and we are going to use an ID. Let's say desktop banner size. Okay, now let's add some options here in quotation mark options. So here we are going to define options. Okay, so my first option would be let's start. Let's add value. So here I'm going to use a number. Okay, what would be the height of my banner? Like 50 VH, 80 VH, or 100 VH. Okay, so let's add 60 here. Okay, and let's give it a label. Okay, let's say small. Let's add 60 VH for more user friendly. Let's add one more option here. Value, let's say 80, and the label would be 80 VH. Okay, let's add one more option, which would be 100 VH. Value of 100, and label would be 100 VH. So when you are using select, we need to give a default option here. So let's give a default option, and let's give this to 100, and the label would be 100 VH. Okay, so let's save it. Now let's check our theme watch command. So everything is running fine. So let's create a div here. Okay, so let's create a div. Let's give this div a unique ID. Okay, ID is equal to desktop top and give it a like section dot id. So now we can target this element in our custom style. Okay, so let's add a style tag here. Okay, let's add a style tag. Okay, I think this is like this. And here at the bottom we are going to use end style. So here we can target this element. Okay, so let's target this element. So we have this id, and let's do that section. Let's add background image. So background image, and the URL would be our section dot settings dot. Okay, so we have this the id is desktop banner. Let's copy this and paste that here in the style, and we're going to use image URL filter, and then going to use master image. Okay, so this is how we are going to use these settings in our style tag. Okay, now let's give this an height. Okay, so let's give it a height. So height would be section dot settings. Let's go to our, okay, here the desktop banner, and let's add vh2 here. Okay, so at the end we are going to add vh, and then we can use like background size to cover, and the background position to the center. Background position center. Now let's save it and see if everything is working fine. Let's refresh this. Now you can see we have background image instead of this. Okay, we have this section. You can see in our CSS we have background image. Okay, so with this we can allow user to choose the height of this section. Okay, let's go to our theme customize option. Let's refresh the page, and okay, let's refresh. It's refreshing. So here you can see we have these options here. Okay, so we have 100 VH here. We can change this label. Let's do that first. So the label that we have is banner height. Let's save it and refresh this one more time. And you will see that we have the right label. Okay, so the banner height. Let's check if these things are working. Let's click on this 60 pixel. You can see the height changes. if you click on 80 VH and 60 VH, 80 VH and 100 VH, so we have created the option where user can design this banner section the way he want. Okay, let's select 80 pixel, 80 VH and save this. Let's go to the front end. Okay, so we have this banner. Okay, so the thing that left is, okay, there are so many things that we are going to do in the next video. Let's work on the overlay section. Okay, so if we go to the theme customize, we have background color. So we are not going to use this actually. We will use black overlay with opacity, and here instead of selecting color, we are going to use a checkbox. Okay, let's do that. So we have this. Let's delete this and create a new setting. Type, let's add checkbox. Let's give it an ID of overlay and label. Let's say need overlay, and let's give it a default value which would be false. And that's it for today's video. We have successfully created a customizable image banner section using a div with a background image, and we have implemented dynamic height adjustment to make it even more flexible, and we have also added an option for overlay. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more web development tips and tutorial. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.